Hello there, I'm back again. We're discussing asbestos. So, as you know, I like to keep you updated along the way as and when anything happens. I feel that I just want to keep you in the loop with everything so that you're not left out of anything. And I know that I said that I would keep you updated, and today I've got an exciting update, actually, personally an exciting update, because as you will know if you watch my last video, I have taken it upon myself to get one of my collaboration eyeshadow palettes that I created in collaboration with Ucanbe. I decided I was going to get one of these tested by one of our asbestos contractors at work. The reason behind that was not because I suspected it had asbestos in it. The reason why I wanted to get it tested was because I would feel like a hypocrite if I didn't. Throughout this, probably the only kind of concrete conclusion that I've come to is that I feel like, not necessarily makeup brands, but I feel like talc distributors and manufacturers, I feel like they should have regulations in place that they have to test their talc for asbestos, because you know it's kind of like an issue that it comes from the top down. So the makeup brands, they create their makeup in factories, the factories manufacture the makeup, and then the factories are buying in the minerals and the ingredients, and they're buying all of that stuff in. So I feel like the onus should really be at the top, i.e. whoever is mining the talc. I believe that they should have to be able to evidence that the talc that they have mined, that they are selling to brands, I think they should firstly have to be able to certify that the talc has been tested and it's free of asbestos. But then secondly, I do feel like makeup brands, I feel like they should have an obligation as well. I feel like they should want to make sure that their makeup is definitely asbestos free, and that doesn't mean testing like every single thing, but I believe that if there's a regimen in place, so say they do sample testing every 3 months, I think that'll be a really kind of positive move. And at this point, I don't really know what brands are doing. In a previous video, I did mention that I'd been reaching out to so many brands, high-end brands, drugstore brands, AliExpress brands, all kinds of brands. I'd reached out to them and I had not received any communication back from anyone apart from my stale order, but they just gave me an email just to email in. And anyway, in the comments of that video, someone very kindly suggested that instead of me using direct messages on Instagram to reach out to these brands, they said that really I may have more success if I went via a contact email that was on the official website, which I actually think is a brilliant idea. So I'm in the process now of emailing. So I've moved on from the DMs. I've given up on the DM lifestyle. I'm now well and firmly on the email lifestyle. So I'm really hoping that that's going to bring some more results, because I feel like I'm sat here on my crushed velvet executive chair. I've sat here and I've got all these assumptions, and I don't know if these assumptions are even correct, and I really don't want anyone to start thinking badly of all these brands when I don't really know. For all I know, they could be really stringent and strict on testing, but I think it's really crucial for me to hopefully try and get some communication back from these brands. I don't know, I'm going to try my best, and I will let you know. But anyway, oh my gosh, I've totally redirected myself there with what I was going to say. So this update today pertains to Ucanbe, of course. So I've sent my palette off for testing. It's currently in the lab. I don't know when I'm going to get the results back, but I've not got them back yet. However, in the meantime, Ucanbe have taken it upon themselves as well to go and get their own testing of the cellophane palette. So they sent me over the test report this morning, so I just wanted to share it with you. I wanted to firstly say that the palette tested negative for asbestos, which is brilliant. I never thought that it would, But I think this is my point that I meant to say before, and then I went off on an excursion of talking about other things. This is the way my brain works. I wish I could keep on track, but I can't. I've never been able to, and I probably never will. So anyway, so yes, I just wanted to do what I think, or what I'm saying I think that brands should do. So that's why I wanted to get my palette tested. I just felt it would be totally hypocritical of me not to. And I also wanted to be able to provide reassurance. I forgot the word then. Reassurance. I wanted to be able to kind of confidently and honestly say to everyone, my palette, it is free of asbestos. I really wanted to do that. I may get a t-shirt. Who knows? But anyway, so Ucanbe very kindly sent me over this report, which they had done off the back of this whole drama situation. Well, it's not drama. We're just going to call it a situation. I did mention as well in the previous video that they had sent me some other reports, which they have also told me that they do regularly test. If I remember correctly, and I will put the message up here so that you can see for yourselves, and we can also see how good my memory actually is, but I'm sure that they said that whenever they had a new product out, they would then do batch testing. Oh, I just hit my fingers. Who put that there? We just don't know. Me. I did. I put that there. But anyway, so they did confirm that they do periodic testing, which is great. And they did send me over some other reports, which I don't know if I'll show you in this video, but basically they were very similar to the reports that Beauty Glaze sent over. Everything was negative of asbestos, and everything was just there was nothing there that I was worried about. But I think this recent report is one to focus on. So this report was done on the 11th of August. Wait, 11th of August. Oh no. Do you know what? Dates confuse me, because in England, the way that we write our dates, we do the second, so we do the day, the month, the year. But I know in America, you mix it up a bit, and I always get really, really confused. So the day on this is, they do it the year first, so 2020, 08, 11. That to me says it's, the 11th of the 8th. Oh, so that was yesterday. Is that yesterday? What's the date today? It's 12th today. So that was yesterday. Wow! This report, they must be sent to them yesterday. They emailed it right over. Anyway, okay, so it's super recent. This report was produced by SGS, which I noticed Beauty Glazed reports were also done by SGS. I'm going to have to look into SGS a little bit more to get a bit more info about who they are, what do they do. So at the top it's a sample name, Ucanbe cellophane palette. And it just says the above sample was submitted and certified by the client. SGS quoted the information with no responsibility as to the accuracy, adequacy and or completeness. What does that mean? Above sample was submitted and certified by the client. So Ucanbe sent it and said, yeah, this is the sample. And then SGS quoted the information but don't have any responsibilities to the accuracy. What? That's making me think, why would you undertake a sampling test for someone, but then say, oh no, we are not going to give it any responsibility to the accuracy. Do you know what? I probably read this all wrong. But anyway, I'm going to stop going on about it now. But SGS received the palette on the 4th of August, and they've turned it around quickly and sent the certification back by the 11th. It's a quick turnaround. That's quicker than my contractor. Things work faster in China, that's good to know. Test methods. Right, okay, so let's move on to the test methods. So they have tested the sample using X-ray, do I have to actually try and pronounce this? X-ray diffractometer, XRD, / polarized light microscope, PLM. They tested for the 6 different types of asbestos, and it says in the far right column that the test results were negative on everything, which is absolutely fantastic. And then at the bottom of the page we have an image of the sample. So I imagine that, and don't quote me on this, but I think, and I've got this information from speaking to my contractor who's doing my asbestos testing. He said that what they'd probably do would be they would take out all of the powder and they kind of mix it together, put it in a bag, and then they would use the polarized light microscope technique. That seems to be like the technique to test for asbestos. So yeah, I just really wanted to share this report with you for a couple of reasons. Number one, it shows that my palette does not contain asbestos, which is brilliant. So I'm sure that when I get my test results back, they're also going to be negative, which again, brilliant. Like, I never once thought they wouldn't be, but there is that slight fear where you kind of, you know, when you consider what would happen if, and I was thinking, like, I don't even know how I would, like, how or what I would say to people. Like, I would just feel like the biggest dick in the history of dicks. I just feel so bad, honestly, because it's got my name on the palette, I've promoted the palette, I've heavily, it's just me on it's my palette. I would just feel so guilty. But anyway, so yeah, the second reason why I really wanted to share this report with you is that, in my opinion, I think it just once again shows how Ucanbe are committed to health and safety, and they have not hesitated with this. They've jumped straight on it. They've taken it seriously. They have been so supportive and encouraging in all of the communications that I've had with them pertaining to this, because you never know how things are going to go down, especially when there is a massive language barrier, and especially when you're kind of communicating by email. There's so many places where things could be misinterpreted or misread or misunderstood, but they have been so supportive, and I could not fault them at all. All of this has only made me love Ucanbe more, honestly. Like, I'm still not sure what to think of Beauty Glazed. I'm not definitely not happy with Beauty Glazed's response. The more I think about that notice that was put on their website, the kind of more disappointed I am, honestly, because I still don't know, did they recall the palette? And I've asked them explicitly a couple of times and they've not responded. And that makes me think it's a no. Because I always think if someone's trying to swerve a question or someone's ignoring a question, it's because they don't want to answer the question, because they know that the answer they're going to give is not going to make you happy. So yeah, that definitely does make me very suspicious. So anyway, that's still some responses, and we still need more, don't we? We still need more from Beauty Glaze. But anyway, guys, yeah, I just wanted to just give you this update, let you know that my palette, she is asbestos free. You can cover your entire body in her. You could bathe in her. You could just, I don't know what you could do. You just have great fun with her, as I will be doing. So, oh shit, I almost dropped her. Could you imagine, after saying that? And I drop her, she smashes on the ground. Every single shade shatters into a million pieces. And I'm just here like this. Not quite the fun that I was expecting, really. But I suppose I'll enjoy the cleanup. Not. I mean, really, guys. I'm going to go now, but I did just want to say thank you so much to Ucanbe for getting straight on this. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope that you guys, I hope that your mind is put at ease a bit now, because I've had quite a few of you ask me, is my palette free of asbestos? So I really, really hope that this reassures you. Thank you so much, as always, for all of your encouragement and support. I appreciate it so much, and I'm kind of, it's kind of interesting to make slightly different kinds of videos, because I mean, I love making my makeup videos, don't get me wrong, but it's been nice, like being a bit more investigatory, like I'm a bit more of a detective, and looking into things, and I've actually really enjoyed it. So even though you know, the beauty glaze situation was a shock, and it's scary, disappointing, made me not trust all of the brands for a bit. You know, it was an eye opener, and it definitely, I'm sure it opened everyone's eyes up a bit to, you know, and do you know what? Because the point that I was just about to make, it was tailing off. I didn't know where I was going with it, but this situation has definitely opened my eyes up to ingredients. I've been paying so much more attention to the ingredients that are in my skincare and makeup now, because I never really used to, like I didn't ever used to, but now, particularly with skincare, actually, I am, you know, kind of, I'm trying to learn more about ingredients, what's good, what's bad, the ones that are bad, like why they're bad, and what to avoid. So I've been like really trying to, you know, pay more attention to that, which is a positive thing that's come out of this for me. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to leave you to it. It's a boiling hot day here in Manchester today. I literally am sweating from every single orifice of my body. You know, when you get like under boob sweat? Oh my gosh, I've had so much under boob sweat. It's just been awful, like really awful. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.